Hey folks, this is Kalani. We're going to be tackling the Star Augur ETRAEUS fight on Mythic difficulty. For this video I'm going to assume you're familiar with the fight on Heroic. If not, there will be a link down below so you can go view that one first. For this fight we had 1 Guardian Druid tank, 4 healers and 15 DPS. This fight can be quite rough on Mythic, although it has been nerfed quite a few times. The most recent one should make it a lot easier when it comes to the first new ability, Grand Conjunction. Several raid members will be marked with star signs which must be matched with the same star sign. They are unique in colour and shape and are pretty easy to see once you get the hang of it. If the wrong signs touch at all, you will cause a Grand Trine, dealing a huge amount of raid-wide damage, which leaves a debuff that increases all damage taken by 200% for 2 minutes. The star signs last for 15 seconds, and if any of them expire, you will also trigger a Grand Trine. Even if you survive the initial damage, the 200% damage debuff it leaves means if you ever get a Grand Trine, you're going to wipe. After the nerf, you now have 15 seconds to match up the star signs, so you can take things slow, look around the room, see how you can get to your partner, and get there safely. Rushing the conjunction can very quickly kill your raid. Grand Conjunction will be cast throughout the entire fight, and more players will be marked as you progress through the fight. This gets harder as you have to deal with stacking for the Frost phase, limited space during the Fel phase, and a whole bunch of positioning in the Void phase. The entire raid will need to be spread at least 5 yards as Conjunction is cast, because you could very easily have 2 debuffs right on top of each other and you'll instantly explode. Phase 1 will still last until 90% health and has no new mechanics besides the Conjunction. The Frost phase will play mostly the same as Heroic, stacking in 2 groups for Frigid Nova and allowing the tank to drop off their absolute zero, except now you'll also need to spread when Grand Conjunction is coming up. The icy ejections will also do a huge amount of damage and will leave behind an ice crystal which floats around the area the ejection expired. These crystals will pulse, doing a large amount of damage and stunning anyone that gets hit. Targets of icy ejection need to get to the edge of the room before they're slowed too much so they can place the ice crystals in a nice neat pattern. If the outside edge is covered, get the ejections out as far as you can. Bad crystal placement can make dealing with Grand Conjunction so much harder. Going into the Fel phase, we always used Lust and our second potions, and this is because Fel phase gave us the most issues and we wanted to be out of it as soon as possible. Once again, this phase plays mostly the same as Heroic, with one new addition, Fel Embers. These are meteors which will slowly fall to the ground and their impact location is marked by a green circle. When the embers hit, they will spew out a whole bunch of Fel Flame patches, the same stuff that Fel Ejection leaves behind. This can quickly reduce your available space to nothing, so you want to prioritize dropping Fel Ejection inside the green circles so you can double up the Fel Flame patches, giving you more room to work with. We also tried our best to keep one side of the room clear, so we always had somewhere to run for the Fel Nova. Handling the Grand Conjunction is probably the most annoying during the Fel phase, as everyone is running around dealing with the mechanics as they come up. Just make sure you spread a good distance so you don't instantly blow up your raid, and keep the Fel patches as clean as you can. If everyone has to jump over a bunch of Fel Flame to get to their matching sign, they'll probably die anyways. Throughout this phase you want to avoid getting stacks of Fel Flame, as your healers are sure to be struggling already. The Void phase is usually a bit easier than the Fel, but that doesn't mean you can slack off. There's 2 new abilities here, the first being from a huge eyeball, which is more like a planet. It will face a random direction and fire a huge blast across the entire room. You need to look for it when it spawns and move out of its line of sight, preferably before the ground effect appears. If you get hit, it's a guaranteed death. Whenever the eye spawns, it will leave behind a smaller eye, which will target random raid members with a purple line and fire a small laser which is spread among everyone it hits. Just try to keep the purple lines going through as many raid members as possible to share the damage. You'll still have the big ant to deal with, and you'll probably have to kill it twice, so hard swap all of your damage to the big ant to get it down as quickly as you can. If the Fel phase isn't giving you too many issues, you can save your Lust and Potions for the first Void ad so you can get back on the boss faster. Remember to face away from Witness the Void so you don't get feared, and you'll probably need a healing cooldown for every second Witness because they hit like a truck. Getting feared in this phase can get you killed so easily with the big eye blasts, small eye lasers, and Grand Conjunction. The hardest part of this phase is the second large ad's second cast of Witness the Void. It goes out just after Grand Conjunction and is followed up very closely with a big eye blast. If you manage to survive that combo with the majority of your raid alive, you should be able to get a kill. That should be all you need to take down Star Augur ETRAEUS on Mythic difficulty. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comments section below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, or hop on over to Discord. We have a server at discord.gg/Kalani, great place to come ask questions or just hang out. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.